Very good morning, students. I hope you all are fit and fine. Today I am going to start with our next chapter of English literature, that is chapter number 8, Return to Air. This chapter is all about how we have to overcome our fear. The story begins with a pond. There is a pond in the author's village which is very much big. So at the one end, people used to do bath, and at the other corner, they used to do fish. You are not allowed to bath until you know how to swim. As the water is too much deep, if you don't know how to swim, you are not allowed to bath. The people used to tease the narrator by saying that fat thing always float on the water. But the narrator did not mind, did not bother about it all. Then, during the summer season, they all went to learn the duck diving. Duck diving is what? That we need to put nose first into the water and then swims on the surface of the water. Suddenly we need to come up and just like a duck and dives down, dip into the water again and swims about a bit underwater and then comes up again. This is the duck diving. The author also went to learn duck diving, but she was afraid that whether she will be able to learn it or not, as she can't able to see anything without her glasses. Now, what happened? She also went to learn duck diving. The swimming instructor threw a brick in the pond with a bit of old white flannel round it so that it can be visible under the water. And the instructions were that you need to swim down to the bottom of the pond and pick up the brick and bring it up again. At first, when she started swimming, her eyes were shut, although she did not know that she had shut them. But when she realized, she forced her eyelids up against the water to see. She don't believe anyone could see much underwater in those ponds, so she could see as much as anyone. Now the instructor threw the brick into the water and then the narrator went ahead of the brick. When the narrator started the swimming, the water was very thick greeny brown lemonade as there was a sunlight and the air is also there. But when she started moving downwards deeper into the water color changes into the blackish brown. And you can imagine that will you be able to see anything at all, especially as the bit of white flannel brick. Now the narrator just looked to the brick and it has almost reached to the bottom of the pond. The narrator put the brick as it was already settled into the mud. She dug out the brick with her fingers and got hold of the thing. Now then she was just jumped, touched the bottom of the van and then she began to returning from the water. The funny thing is that when she was returning from the water, she became too much afraid that whether she will be able to reach to the top of the surface or not. As she thought that she might get lost underwater or she had swum too far, would she come up at the far end of the pond? Maybe fishermen can caught her, or she wasn't going to find the top and the air again. And she was swimming too slowly that she wouldn't reach the surface on time. These all the things which are coming to the author's mind, but suddenly she was at the top of the surface and she said that now she was alive after the dive. Now when she reached the top of the surface, she was just shouting from the bank. The children were shouting and cheering. The instructor was shouting with delight, means they all became very happy. They gave her glasses to have a good look at what she had brought. She had brought an old tin box on which there was no paint left on it. It was just same as the brick, same shape, same size and the same weight. The tin box was full of the mud and there was nothing else. The narrator keep it with herself as it was the remarkable thing, it was the memento for her when she conquered her fear, means when she overcome her fear and she kept her at her home with the collection of the coin which she used to do as a remarkable thing, by which means she always remembered that yes, this is the thing which she brought from the water when the first time she overcome her fear. She will keep the tin as long as she lives, and she might be easily live to 100. It means is that when the people say that she might live to be 100, means a person who wants to live to be 100, maybe they has a lot of ambitions in life, and a good life is one wherein you fulfill your ambitions. So the narrator wants to fulfill her all the ambitions. That's why she says that she might be live to 100. So that's why she kept the tin box with her collections as a remarkable thing. From my side, beta, your chapter has been over. What you need to do, you need to just read the chapter very carefully. Go through the reading of the chapter. That will be more clear to you.